Friday. I've got a grocery haul for you, and let me just tell you, that was the most stressful shopping trip. In fact, I'd go as far as saying that was the most stressful moment of my entire week. Not only did I take 3 children with me through shopping, not 2, but 3, which is hard enough as it is, but the electronic scanners that we scan and go, it was going really slow. So you'd scan something and it would take ages till it loaded, and then in the end it just got slower and slower and slower, and I was just passing things to the kids and saying, hold that until I can scan it. And then we got to the frozen aisle, so halfway through the supermarket, and it completely gave up. It was not working anymore. And honestly, I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? So I thought, what I'll do is I'll scan what I have managed to scan, pay for that, and then go for a till and put through the rest of it. And then it wouldn't load onto the computer. So I had to put everything through the till. I gave up before I finished the shopping. I stopped at the shampoo and conditioner aisle, so I didn't get to the vegetable aisles. I just sent Felicity down to grab me a bag of carrots, an onion and some tender stem broccoli, and that's what I need for dinner today, although I do need to stop at the farm and grab another bag of potatoes. So I'm going to have to go out and get the fruit and veg part later on, but we're due at gymnastics in a little while, so I'm going to just film the fresh and frozen, put that away, go to gymnastics, take a breath, and then when I get back, then I'm going to unpack the rest of it. And it was stressful, wasn't it? Yeah. It was so stressful.
Can I wear these with my gymnastics?
No.
I got your gymnastic leggings.
Yeah, no, you're not wearing those. They're new. I got them a couple of bits of new clothing as well. I think your sister's trying to give you this.
My gymnastic leggings.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to film this, go to gymnastics, come back, and then film the rest. But honestly, that was stressful. And then as I was walking out, Jamie was walking in to start his shift, and I just looked at him and I went, you're going to wish that you weren't coming to work today. And he went, why, what? And I was like, all the scan and go's gone down. He's like, for God's sake. I was like, yep, you are going to wish you were not, oh, excuse all of that in shop. That's the recycling that hasn't been taken out, as always. So for fresh, I've got 3 milks and a tropical juice. And then for meals, I'm kind of winging it a little. I've got a big pack of 2 kilogram chicken. Now, that potentially could do 2 meals, or it could potentially do 1 meal. Depends what meal I decide to do, meal or meals. If I was doing sweet chili chicken, everybody loves that. Gonna need to use the entire pack. If I was doing hunter's chicken, again, I'd need to use the whole pack. But if I make it into something where there's extra ingredients, you know, like onion and mushroom and all that sort of thing, I could sometimes squeeze 2 meals out of this, depending also on how many people are at home for dinner. Currently, not a clue what I'm doing with it. Mince for tonight's cottage pie. Nectar price on beef, I think it was save a third, so that was £10.45. Pork was half price, so I could have got a joint of pork, but we always have pork because that's the cheapest meat, and also the meat that the kids eat the most, you know, like the least amount of children moan about pork is what I'm saying, whereas beef, they might be a bit more like, don't you like beef? Yeah, I'll eat mince and burgers, you know, go figure. But yeah, I'm going to do a Sunday roast with beef. I've got a pack of cooking bacon. I did that leek potato bacon bake the other week, and the kids absolutely loved it. So it's quite a cheap meal because it's just a pack of cooking bacon, leeks and potato, and cream. Oh, I forgot to buy cream. Oh, I've got to go back anyway to do the vegetable aisle. So yeah, I'm going to do that again. I've got 2 packs of this bacon for making sandwiches. I've got some ham. Riley picked up some of this hot and spicy chicken. Chorizo slices. That was not my bottom, that was Felicity dragging the chair across the floor. or my tummy, although I am actually starving. Pepper armies, they're on Nectar for £2. I got Sienna a little pot of coronation chicken, that's on Nectar for £1.75. I find these things extortionately expensive. Thinking that was on offer is usually £2, but she does love a bit of coronation chicken. I've got some tagliatelle. I've got a chorizo ring somewhere. Yeah, it's there. So I'm going to do 2 pasta meals. One is going to be chicken and one is going to be chorizo because not everyone likes chorizo. So I thought I'd do 2 different types of pasta and some garlic bread, which I also didn't buy. Shopping with 3 children was an absolute nightmare, as I've already said, and there is going to be so much stuff that I'm going to have not picked up because of all of the constant mumming. So when I go back later on, I will also buy cream, garlic bread, and God knows what else I'll realise I've forgotten. Riley picked up some of this pasta. This is still on Nectar price for £2.15. Got some butter. Got 2 packs of Yazoo chocolate milkshake. I don't know why we've only got 2 packs, because that will not last long because the kids love them. 2 Petit Filou. They're on Nectar for £1.25. The Cathedral City big blocks are still on Nectar for £4. I've got some Primula cheese spread. I've got some Greek style yogurt, Christmas cheese. I've picked up one of these bacon cheeses. They were still on Nectar for £2.83. So that means I've now got 3 different of these cheeses that you cook. And I've also now started to pick up the other cheeses as well. I've just obviously got to check on dates. This is dated until the 27th, so that's fine. So that was Nectar for £2. And these are on Nectar for £2 as well. Was it £2 or was it less than that? No, I think it was £2. And that's just for the kids to have one day for lunch. So that's everything I got for fresh, which isn't everything that I needed, but what I've got so far. So for frozen, I got 2 boxes of chicken steaks, a bag of French fries just for the freezer, 2 bags of corn. These again are just for the freezer because they were on Nectar price for £1.50. So although I don't have a plan for them, at that price, I thought, right, grab a couple of bags, stick them in the freezer. Although, what it's showing on the front looks pretty delicious. So maybe we might make like a stir fry with them. The kids love corn. In fact, they would choose to have corn over chicken.
Chicken.
Oh, okay. Sienna would rather have chicken. But every time we make something with corn, she's like, she goes back for seconds because she loves it. I've got some chicken dippers. Those are on Nectar for £3. Again, that's just going in the freezer. And then frozen fruit and frozen veg was 3 for £2. So I got what I needed really, but ideal that one of them was free. So I've got peas, sweet corn and some honey roast parsnips. And that is everything. I'm now going to take the girls to gymnastics and then do the rest of this later on. Just got back from gymnastics and I'm just putting out the rest of the shopping. I've also been up to the farm shop and got a big bag of Maris Piper potatoes. And I'm just realising how many is actually laughable, how many mistakes I've made. Not only have I forgotten things, I've bought the wrong thing. I said to Sienna, do you want to try some chicken soup? Because normally she has like tomato soup. I like homemade soup, but Sienna prefers soup out of a tin. And she said, yeah, okay, I'll try chicken. So why have I got oxtail? As if she's going to eat that. But I obviously thought I was picking up chicken. Didn't pick up chicken, picked up oxtail, honestly. Shopping with Riley and Sienna together, never ever again. Kev's like, why didn't you wait until I got home and go this evening? And it's because it's his weekend off and he has had a day off for 10 days. So I just wanted to get everything done. So I did like a big housework day yesterday. And then today I wanted to get the food shopping done so that we can start the weekend with no boring stuff to be done. So I was just trying to boss it. Get it done, and you know, independent, strong woman. And it's all gone. It's all just gone tits up. It's just not even. It is funny. It's actually funny. It's that tragic. It's funny. Start with the eggs. I got 3 boxes of these Stamford Street mixed size eggs. I always have a little peep, and they're a good size. So the first box I opened, they were tiny, but these 3 boxes are all good. Cereal, I just got some Weetabix, some triple chocolate crisp. That's what Riley wanted, and 2 boxes of the golden syrup porridge. This is on my prices for 98p. So I just got a couple of boxes of that. I've got 2 cartons of apple juice, 2 squash, 2 Pepsi Max. They're on 2 packs for £6.50. I then picked this up for Brooke. I was going to give it to Brooke as a Christmas present, and then I thought actually I might just put it in with all of the Christmas foods instead, because she bought this in duty free on the way to Italy. We were in Italy from Monday to Friday and it was gone. And we didn't have to bring any home with us. So she really likes that, and it's on Nectar for £10. The ordinary Di Serrano is on Nectar for £13 if anyone is already starting to top up on some bits and bobs for Christmas time, or if you're just, you know, a regular drinker of this stuff, it's on a good Nectar price. Another mistake. Felicity, can you pick me up a couple of tins of spaghetti hoops? No, not those ones, Felicity. The next one's across. No, not those ones, Felicity. The next one's across. Yeah, that's the right ones. No, it wasn't the right ones. I pointed her in the direction of spaghetti hoops, I thought, but it wasn't. It was spaghetti strands, but that's not a big deal. They'll eat that regardless. Oxtail soup, however, I mean, if I'm going to try and Sienna on another type of soup, I think that chicken is probably going to be my best bet, not oxtail. But I think Kev will eat that, or it will sit in the back of the cupboard until I have a clear out. Roast vegetable seasoning, we bought these the last couple of Christmases. They are actually really nice. I mean, I don't know, I've probably got all of these seasonings. Everything that's in there, I've probably actually got in the cupboard, but it's just nice and easy, isn't it? Get that, chuck it on your vegetables. Yummy, yummy. I've got 3 packs of basmati rice. Don't have a meal planned with rice, but I might end up having a meal with rice because I don't know what I'm doing with the chicken. So I just picked up a few packets of that. 2 packs of sun-dried tomato and garlic couscous. Oh, there goes the pasta sauce. We had couscous in the cupboard and we've ran out. So it just goes back in the cupboard. And then if we want it one day, it's there. Or if I have dropped. Char grilled vegetable stir-in sauce for pasta. Then I've got 2 boxes of these Jacob bites. There was a lady in there doing samples, and I said, can my kids grab one of these samples each so their mouths can move in a different way other than saying the word mum? And she was giggling and said, no, I need to get rid of it all because I've got to go home to my kids. And then I ended up having a bit of a chit chat with her, and she was thinking about doing home education. So I was chatting to her for a little while and the kids were going, aren't we supposed to be in a rush? But yeah, it was nice to actually speak to a human being because like I said, I can go days sometimes and I only speak to people via my phone. I've got a big bag of maple honey roasted peanuts and cashews. They were Nectar for £3.50. They're going with the Christmas foods. Penne pasta, breadsticks, options, hot chocolates currently on Nectar for £2.50. Ordinary price is £5 on the shelf. Who's paying £5 for hot chocolate? Like, when did hot chocolate get so expensive? But £2.50 I think is reasonable, but £5, that's a bit ridiculous. I've got some ketchup and some brown sauce. We haven't had any brown sauce for the last week and I've really missed it. In fact, I've not even eaten any eggs because I haven't had any brown sauce to have with them, and Daddy's was the one that was on Nectar price. My preferred is HP, but that was quite expensive. Chocolate bits, I didn't get a lot because we've got quite a lot still in the house. Cookies and cream, Kit Kats, and some of these choc chip soft bakes, which Riley wanted. Biscuits, got some boring biscuits, a couple of packs of Oreos, and a pack of shortbread. Again, for Christmas, I've got 2 boxes of these. They're currently on Nectar for £2, the Taste the Difference ones. I'm going to put 1 box in the cupboard for this week and put 1 box away for Christmas. And the mini ones are delicious. They're just the perfect mouthful, and I might have already opened them. And me and Felicity might have already had a couple each. But yeah, they're also £2 and delicious. Bread, I've got white bread, bagels, paninis, some soft pitters that I got Riley to pick up to put that chicken that he got in the fresh aisle in. However, I've just come home after gymnastics and he'd cooked chicken in the air fryer. And he must have forgot that he'd picked up this hot and spicy chicken that he absolutely needed to have. And then I've got some wholemeal wraps. I went to pick up white ones and Riley said, no, I want wholemeal ones. They're nicer. So I'm going to get, wow, Riley says that he prefers the wholemeal, but I know Sienna won't. Sienna will prefer white. I thought we'd give this Jason's sourdough a go. I've seen this a few times on like Instagram and things. Apparently it's really nice. Slightly more expensive than the Sainsbury sourdough. is £2, whereas the Sainsburys is £1.80. But I thought we'd give it a shot, as we've not had this one before. If I can't get bagels, because the bagels aren't on, I don't buy the bagels unless they're on Nectar offer because they're so expensive, then I'll get sourdough. But if I can get bagels, I'll get bagels. But it just means it's alternates it, so we've always got something a little bit different. And then my very, very small bit of vegetables. I've got some tender stem broccoli, some carrots, and 1 onion. Look how small that onion is. I said, Riley, will you just run and grab me an onion, please? I don't care if it's white or red. I just need 1 onion for tonight's dinner. That was his offerings. That's what he presented me with. And at this point, I had steam coming out my ears. I was so fed up. I was like, it'll do. It will do. There'll be barely any onion in your cottage pie, but it will do. So yeah, I always do the vegetable aisle, fruit and veg aisle last. When I get into Sainsbury's, I shoot straight down past all like the cloves and stuff. And then I start on the fresh. Then I go through the rest of the supermarket and then I end on the veg, because by the time I then get to the vegetable aisles, I've got an idea of what meals we're having, so therefore what I need to accompany those meals. But like I said, by the time I got to the veg aisle, I was done. I'd had enough. So I'm going to pop over to Aldi, because Aldi have got Snow Fairy dupe shower gel, and I want to see if they've got any left. So I think I might just do my vegetable shop in Aldi this evening. I'm not sure. We'll have a look. We'll look what their produce is looking like. And if it's looking naff, I'll go back down to Sainsbury's. It's literally around the corner. But I've got what I need to do the cottage pie for this evening. Got some toilet roll, got some kitchen roll, got another bottle of this blue Persil. And I've got some shampoo and some conditioner. And like I said, I'm going to try and get some shower gel in Aldi. And that, I believe... Oh, that's not everything. I've got a few clothing items as well. I actually had to go and take these off of the girls because they were wearing them. But I said, Felicity, let's go into the clothing aisle because you need more trousers. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem to matter how many pairs of trousers I buy her. She can never find any trousers. She pretty much always just wears either black flared joggers or black flared leggings. She doesn't wear a lot else other than black. And it's funny because I was the same when I was younger. I always had black like leggings or flares on, because flares have come back, haven't they? They were a thing before. In fact, we were in Asda the other day and Felicity picked something up and she went, what is this? And it was a pair of flares with a skirt over the top. Does anyone remember that trend? Skirt over trousers. It's coming back, or at least Asda is trying to bring it back. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's a skirt over trousers. I lived and died in my skirt over trousers when I was a young teenager. And yeah, she pretty much just lives in black leggings, flares. And I don't know what she does with them. I think she eats them. I think she goes up to bed at night and I think she gets hungry and I think she eats her trousers because I can never find her anything. So I said, let's just bob into the clothing aisle and get you another pair of flary leggings. These were a bit pricey though. I've bought her some before in Morrison's and I think they're about £5 or £6. These were £9, but then obviously I got the 15% discount off, which made them a little bit cheaper, but still not as cheap as the ones I've had from Morrison's. And I wouldn't say these are any like particularly thicker or anything either. I'd say they're about the same, except for these ones have got a little bit of a slit at the bottom. That's the only difference. So I was like, do you know what? I could go to Morrison's, but let's not. Let's just pay the extra bit and have these ones. So she's got one more pair of trousers. She's got a pair from Primark, but they're really baggy round her waist. So those ones look like they're going to be okay. Yes, Sienna?
Can you help me open this?
Yeah, in a second. Can I just finish this first?
No.
It's Sweetie Friday, so they're currently sat on the sofa, absolutely shattered after gymnastics, munching their way through their sweets. I took them to a different shop to what we normally go to, because we went to like the cost cutter shop just down from the farm shop, and I was like £1.25, because you can't give your kids £1 for sweets anymore, because even on like special offer, bags of Haribo and stuff are like £1.25, because they only get sweets on Friday. Well, they're supposed to only get sweets on Friday, although they did have some earlier on in the week when we went to the cinema. I always say, right, you can have £1.25. They had chew bars in there for like 10p and 15p. So they were like, yes, we'll have this. And I couldn't argue because I told them what their budget was. But yeah, I'll come in and open it for you in a second, Sienna. And then then Felicity picked up this outfit. And she said, I really like this. Well, actually, first of all, she picked up another, this has got a wet arm. I'll tell you that story. Walked in, from the car a second ago, brought in the last bit of shopping that was still left in the boot, went to put the toilet roll on the table and kind of butterfingers it, and it knocked into a glass, which sent a whole glass of squash all over Felicity, and it got the edge of the new jumper. But thankfully, it was quite weak squash, so it's not going to stain. But she picked up an outfit that had flared leggings, black flared leggings, and a jumper. And I said to Felicity, I can't buy you outfits that are like on a hat, you know, you buy it as a set, because she's got a really long body. We all have. It's like a girl thing in my side of the family, that we've all got really short, chunky legs and a really long body. So to get it to fit her top half, it would mean that the trousers would be about 5 inches too long. So I said, I know you like the outfit, but it would be a waist. I'd need like an age 9 on the trousers and age 10 on the top. And then she picked up another set, and I was like, oh, probably going to be the same story. But actually, I got her to try the jumper on, and it all fit. So she's got this little jogging bottom set. She said, I just want it for at home because it looks cosy. And I got it in an age 9, so the trousers fit. So I got her to try the jumper on in the shop to check it would be long enough. And it's fine. So that was, I think it was £16, 16 or 17 pounds. And then obviously colleague discount off of it. So she's got that. And then she also then picked up a cardigan, and Sienna said, I want that cardigan too, it's really nice. So in the end, Felicity was really good. And Felicity said she had the self-scanner thing at the time. And she was like, Mummy, it's on 50 something pounds. And I said, that's a lot, isn't it? And she said, yeah. She said, I'm going to put the cardigan back because I've got the jumper set. And she was really good. She saw how expensive things were, and she said, I don't need it. So she put it back, which I was really proud of her for doing. So then I just got Sienna the cardigan, fluffy cardigan, and I think they were £13, but she's been wearing it, so she took the tag off. And that is everything that I got from Sainsburys. And obviously it's not everything, and some of it's wrong, but I will pop back out later on. I will run back out here. Kev's going to get in it later on, and I'm going to be gone. Although he will be also wanting to be gone, because Riley isn't currently here, because he's gone into town with Kev to get his hair cut and some new trainers. And I'm like, yeah, I've saved that one for you, darling. You could take him shoe shopping. So I expect by the time Kev gets home, he's probably going to be like, ah! So altogether, it came to £226 and 58 pence. So when you go through the till, they tell you the total before you scanned your Nectar card, and it was actually £274 before they took off the Nectar card, and I was like, wow. Then I scanned my Nectar card and it came down, I can't remember what, oh yeah, then it came down to £226 and 58 pence. So it was £50 almost worth of Nectar prices. Then I took off £20 of Nectar because I bought bits and bobs, like the Serrano, mince pies, nuts. What else did I get for Christmas? Oh, the cheeses. So I took off £20 worth of Nectar. Probably didn't need to take quite that. No, I probably was £20 because the Serrano was £10. And that made me have to pay £174 and 10 pence because we got £32.48 of colleague discount. So I got the total down £100 by scanning Nectar, using Nectar and using colleague discount. So I'm pretty chuffed with myself because that comes to about 40 quid just on the clothing. My budget is 175, so I still have what that cost to go back and do my vegetables and fruit that I didn't do. And then I will have come in, I reckon, on target for the week. So yeah, that is my food shop. I'm just gonna push it to one side because I need to start cooking the dinner because I'm already getting the texts from the teenagers. What's for dinner tonight? I'm starving. So I need to crack on and do that. So thank you for watching today's very stressed out grocery haul. And I will see you all over the weekend. Whatever you're up to, have a brilliant one.